Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Have any of you guys ever been to Bali? Do any of you even know what it is? Do you know that it's not its own country? But it's actually part of another country known as Indonesia, and that it's probably the size of Los Angeles. Well, you do now. I had the opportunity to go to Bali last year, and I never once imagined that I would actually go to this place. It's not something that most Americans really know about, and it's not really a country that is widely advertised, especially here. Although in the other parts of the world, especially in Europe, Asia, and Australia, it's about the equivalent of Mexico. And when I say that, it means it's one of those countries it is a third world country, but the currency is very, I'd say, good for European currency, American currency, and Chinese currency. And it's got that tropical feel to it. It's only about 3 or so degrees off the equator. So if it's 80 degrees and sunny, that's a cold day. The thing that really stood out to me about Bali is the roads. The roads here are probably about the size of this table. It's very narrow, and the only way to really get from point A to point B is on a scooter. Now, some of you guys might be laughing every time you go down to Hermosa Beach and you see that Yahoo on a scooter, like, oh, what a dope. Who would ride one of those things? I'm here to tell you that those things are awesome. It is the coolest thing I've ever ridden, and if it wasn't so dangerous to own a motorcycle, I would probably own one of those now because of riding around Bali. It's really hard to understand what it's like to ride a motorcycle through rice paddies during sunset, during sunrise, or to ride around and you'll see an active volcano to your left that's over 20,000 feet. And it's even more exhilarating to try and go from the bar back to your villa in the dark, in traffic, and with no sense of direction. Until you've done that, you really haven't lived. The other thing that really struck me about Bali is the people there. Despite living in a third world country with no real things that we enjoy here, like waste management or plumbing in a lot of cases, the people there are very happy, very welcoming, and almost unwilling to display that attitude that you normally see from people in Los Angeles or people in New York, like tourists. These people will welcome you into your home, they'll welcome you into their restaurants, or they'll just welcome you to their seat at the table and will offer you a drink, and we'll drink till the sun comes up. I've never seen people that are just that happy in life. And it's something, that reason was the primary thought for me when I decided I might just want to stay here and not come back to Los Angeles. Again, that close. It would have been fine. I could have been a bartender, on a beach, and that would have been okay. The other thing that's really struck me is the sheer amount of things you can do there. Although the island is probably about the size of Los Angeles, and you can actually ride around the entire island on your moped in about 18 hours, there's just so many different outdoor activities to do. There are countless waterfalls that if you ever go on Instagram or see any Instagram models, there'll probably be one of them in a waterfall in Bali. There's the Holy Mount Batur, which goes from sea level to about 22,000 feet. So for some people who don't understand that's a terrifying climb. The island right next to it, Lombok, goes up to 26,000 feet from sea level, and that one creates its own weather system. And to be on a beach and then see that monstrosity across the way about 10 miles is kind of terrifying. The other thing is there's just so many different things to do as far as beach goes. There's no zoning laws there, so bars don't have to worry about keeping their patrons from going onto the beach. There are countless bars where they'll set up lights, they'll set up bean bags, they'll set up umbrellas, and the bar is essentially on the beach, and they just will serve you. They will take your order and serve you while you're sitting there and enjoying yourself. Yeah. And finally, the last thing that really stood out to me is just the widespread animals. People are always going to say, "Oh, wow, monkeys are awesome." No, they're not. Don't touch them. Don't go. If you know anything about monkeys, don't go near them. I got bitten by one once. They're terrible.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, they have a lot of wildlife out there in the sense of there are wild cats and wild dogs. And while that might be an issue here, especially here because we have so many people running around, so many cars that will just not think twice about running over these dogs, and if it just surprises them and runs out on the road. It's more, these dogs, these animals, they're everyone's animals. And even though there are pets that will belong to certain families, all of the other animals are treated with respect, and they are dirty and they are wild, but they're very sociable and they're very happy to be around humans, and they'll be more than happy to take your food. I really want to say that I've given the best description of this place I can, but it really just doesn't amount to 5 to 7 minute speech. You really have to go and see this for yourself, and I really encourage you to do so, especially now that you know it's only a 600 or so flight away, and for those of you who don't want to sit on a flight that's 14 hours long, the alcohol is free. So thank you very much.